The moment you open your mouth, you reveal far more than you think. People don't just hear your words, they feel your intention. They measure your self-control, and they form an image of who you are. Words are not harmless sounds that disappear into the air. They are seeds. Some grow into trust, respect, and opportunities. Others grow into resentment, misunderstanding, and regret. The difference is in how consciously you choose them. Too many people live as if their tongue has a life of its own, letting irritation, ego, or impatience spill out unchecked. But the truth is, you can never take back what you've said, and the damage from a careless sentence can be far greater than you imagined. The wise understand the power of the pause. That moment before you respond is not weakness, it's mastery. It's the space where you weigh whether your words will heal or harm, whether they will clarify or confuse, whether they will build or destroy. And in that space, you decide the kind of person you want to be remembered as. There is a strength in silence that is often louder than the most passionate speech, because silence gives you control over the conversation instead of letting the conversation control you. It's not about speaking less, it's about speaking with intention. When you train yourself to listen deeply before speaking, you gain insight others miss. When you choose words that uplift rather than provoke, you become a person people want to listen to. And when you learn to hold your tongue in moments of anger, you save yourself from the long and often costly process of repairing damage you could have prevented. Control over your mouth is not just about being polite. It's about protecting your energy, maintaining your dignity, and ensuring that your words align with your goals. Every word you release is an investment. It either pays you back in trust, influence, and respect, or it costs you those things. When you start seeing your speech as currency, you'll stop spending it carelessly. Speak with clarity, with patience, and with purpose, because in the end, the world will remember not just what you did, but what you said. Your mood is like the weather inside you. Some days it's clear and bright, other days it's cloudy and heavy. But here's the truth. Unlike the weather outside, you have the power to shape it. Most people let their mood be dictated by what's happening around them. Someone cuts them off in traffic, and their whole day is ruined. A meeting doesn't go as planned, and they spiral into frustration. They live like passengers in their own emotions, going wherever the winds of circumstance blow them. That is not control. That is surrender. Your mood should not be the puppet of the world's strings. When you understand that your emotions are a reaction, not a command, you reclaim authority over yourself. This doesn't mean pretending to be happy when you're not, or forcing a fake smile while something is wrong. It means creating space between what happens to you and how you choose to feel about it. That space is your freedom. In that space, you can decide, I will not let this situation decide my state of mind. Think of the damage that happens when you let your mood run wild. A single bad mood can poison your interactions, cloud your judgment, and make you take actions you later regret. But when you steady yourself, when you stay calm under pressure, you become the anchor that others can hold on to. Your stability inspires trust. Your composure becomes contagious. People feel safer and more confident around someone who isn't easily shaken. This is why daily practices matter. You cannot expect to control your mood in moments of stress if you've never trained yourself in moments of peace. Reflection, deep breathing, gratitude. These are not soft habits. They are strength training for your emotions. They remind you that while you cannot control the waves, you can control the way you sail through them. The real test of a person is not how they act when life is easy, but how they carry themselves when everything is trying to pull them out of balance. Master your mood, and you master your ability to think clearly, speak wisely, and act decisively no matter the storm. Money is one of the clearest mirrors of your discipline. It reveals your priorities, your habits, and your level of self-control. Many people think money problems are caused by not earning enough, but more often, they are caused by not managing what's already in hand. You can give someone a fortune, And if they lack discipline, it will disappear faster than they can explain where it went. On the other hand, give a disciplined person a modest income, and they will find a way to grow it, protect it, and use it wisely. Money is emotional. We buy things to celebrate, to comfort ourselves, to impress others, or to fill some empty space inside. But emotional spending is one of the most silent traps you can fall into. It gives a momentary high and leaves a long-term hole. Every impulsive purchase is not just about the price tag. It's a choice that shapes your future. And the truth is, when you are careless with money, you are also giving away pieces of your freedom, because debt, financial stress, and dependency are chains that limit your choices. Control over your finances doesn't mean living in constant restriction or fear of spending. It means becoming intentional. It means asking yourself, is this helping me build the life I want? Before you hand over your money, it means understanding the difference between what is necessary, what is beneficial, and what is simply a momentary craving disguised as a need. When you respect money, you stop chasing every shiny thing and start building something solid. You create buffers for emergencies, you invest in what grows, and you protect yourself from being at the mercy of every unexpected event. This kind of control doesn't just give you financial stability. It gives you mental peace. You sleep better knowing you are not one decision away from collapse. Money amplifies your character. If you are reckless, it will magnify that recklessness. If you are disciplined, it will magnify your discipline. And if you want a future where you call the shots, you must learn to be the master of your money before it ever gets the chance to master you. Your mind is the command center of your entire life, and yet most people leave it unguarded, wide open to whatever the world throws at it. Every day you are absorbing thoughts, images, and ideas, whether you realize it or not. The shows you watch, the conversations you have, the posts you scroll past, all of it is programming your mind. And over time, that programming shapes your beliefs, your decisions, and ultimately, your destiny. If you allow negativity, fear, and distraction to fill your mental space, don't be surprised when your actions reflect exactly that. Protecting your mind is not about hiding from the world. It's about being intentional with what you allow in. Just like you wouldn't pour dirty water into a clean glass and expect it to remain pure, you can't let toxic influences seep into your thoughts and expect to think clearly. Every input has an impact. You can't consume constant chaos and expect peace. You can't surround yourself with small-minded thinking and expect to dream big. This is why mental discipline is so important. It's not enough to block out the bad. You have to actively feed your mind with the good. Read books that expand your vision. Listen to voices that challenge you to grow. Spend time around people who raise your standards. Every piece of information you choose to consume is either sharpening your mind or dulling it. The choice is always yours. A guarded mind is also a focused mind. Distraction is one of the greatest thieves of potential, and it's everywhere. The more scattered your thoughts are, the weaker your decision-making becomes. But when you protect your mental space and direct your focus, you begin to notice opportunities you used to miss. You start making choices with clarity instead of confusion. You become someone who acts with purpose instead of reacting to whatever shows up in front of you. Your mind is your greatest asset, but only if you protect it, train it, and guide it. Leave it unguarded, and it will be shaped by forces that do not have your best interests at heart. Guard it well, and it will lead you exactly where you want to go. Everything in life is connected, and these 4 areas, your mouth, your mood, your money, and your mind, are no exception. You can't truly master one while neglecting the others, because they constantly influence each other. If you lose control of your mouth, you can trigger conflicts that put you in a bad mood. If your mood collapses, you might make reckless financial decisions just to feel better in the moment. If your money is in chaos, it will weigh heavily on your mind, stealing your focus and peace. And if your mind is cluttered, it becomes harder to manage your emotions. Choose your words carefully, or make wise decisions with your resources. One weak link pulls the whole chain down. This is why people sometimes feel like life is falling apart all at once. It's rarely one problem. It's the chain reaction. An argument in the morning can lead to a bad mood at work, which leads to poor judgment with money, which creates stress at home, which then clouds your thinking. By the time you realize what's happening, it feels like the world is against you, when in reality, it was one small loss of control that set everything in motion. But the good news is that the opposite is also true. Strength in one area strengthens the others. When you control your mouth, you avoid unnecessary tension, keeping your mood steady. A steady mood helps you make clearer choices with your money. Financial stability frees your mind from constant worry, and a clear, focused mind makes it easier to control your words, your emotions, and your actions. This is how you create a cycle that works in your favor instead of against you. The key is to see these 4 areas as one integrated system, not separate challenges. Every time you improve in one, you reinforce the others. Every time you slip in one, you risk weakening the whole structure. That's why discipline here isn't just about self-control in the moment. It's about protecting the overall balance of your life. When all 4 are aligned, you move through the world with power, clarity, and resilience, no matter what comes your way. Control is not something you achieve once and then keep forever. It's not a switch you flip, it's a muscle you train. Just like physical strength fades without consistent exercise, self-control weakens without daily practice. That's why rituals matter so much. They turn discipline from an occasional effort into a natural way of living. You can't expect to speak with wisdom, keep your emotions steady, manage your money wisely, and protect your mind if you only think about these things when a problem arises. By then, it's already too late. Daily rituals act as anchors. They keep you grounded no matter how unpredictable the day becomes. Something as simple as starting the morning with a few minutes of silence can help you control your mouth by making you more intentional with your words. Taking time to reflect each day can help you regulate your mood, so you're not just reacting to whatever happens. Consistently reviewing your finances can train you to make thoughtful money decisions rather than impulsive ones, and dedicating time to learning or reading sharpens your mind so it stays focused and clear. The key is repetition. At first, these habits might feel small, even unnecessary. But over time, they create automatic responses that serve you in high-pressure moments. When you've practiced speaking with patience every day, you won't have to think twice before holding your tongue in an argument. When you've trained yourself to pause and breathe daily, you'll stay calm in situations that used to make you lose control. When you've built the habit of disciplined spending, no sudden temptation will shake your financial stability. Rituals don't have to be complicated, but they do have to be consistent. It's not about perfection. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, even in small ways. The discipline you build in quiet, ordinary moments becomes the strength you lean on when life tests you. And that's the real secret. Control isn't built in the heat of the battle. It's built in the preparation before it. If you commit to your daily rituals, the control you seek over your mouth, mood, money, and mind won't just be a goal. It will become who you are.